Welcome back to the Humble Market Timer YouTube channel. Once again, if you enjoy the content, please like, comment, and subscribe. Today's video I wanted to do on military and warfare stocks. And I want to do this particular video in light of the events that have occurred recently where the United States inserted itself into the Iran-Israel war. The United States recently bombed many of Iran's nuclear facilities. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to create a comprehensive list of the different stocks that are currently publicly traded that sort of address that military warfare type theme. Oftentimes when you have major real-time events such as, especially when the U.S. is involved, you often get investment dollars flooded into those stocks that address that type of activity. And even though it may be short term, there may be quite a bit of opportunity to, at least from a monetary standpoint, benefit from the type of stocks that address particularly wartime events. So what I did was I broke the military and warfare stocks into six groups, six subgroups, to kind of give you a better understanding of what company does what. And then what I did was I put the best performing companies at the top and then the poorest performing companies at the bottom of each subgroup. If the company is in green, that means it has done very well. If it's in white, that means it's pretty much been flat for the year. And if it's in red, that means it has been a very poor performer thus far. Just to kind of give you some understanding of how things have been color-coded in this particular breakdown. First group is the Industrial Aerospace Group. The best performer has been Howmet Aerospace, HWM. Not a lot of people know about that company, but it has done very well. Most might know about the companies like Lockheed Martin and General Dynamics. That's sort of the old guard. But Howmet has done very well. RTX has also done well, and L3Harris Technologies has done very well as well. One company that is not publicly traded but would fit under this industrial aerospace group would be Anduril. Anduril is a private company. I challenge you to go and look at my previous videos where I did a pretty good breakdown of Anduril and how you can get access to Anduril via the public markets, even though it is not a publicly traded company. They have stated that they would IPO at some point. That point has not been specified yet, but that is the hottest company in the industrial aerospace group. So just keep that in mind as well. Next, you have the Air Mobility and VTOL group. VTOL stands for Vertical Takeoff and Landing. The top performer in that group has been New Horizon Aircraft, HOVR. It's a small company, but it has done well recently. But the more notable companies in this space are Archer Aviation and Joby Aviation. Archer Aviation has a very high-profile partnership with Anduril. So that's definitely a company you want to keep in mind and keep on the lookout for in the very near future. And Joby Aviation, they have major investment dollars that have been injected into the company by Toyota. So those are two of the main companies in that air mobility and VTOL space, even though New Horizon Aircraft has been the top performer in that group year to date. Next, you have the Sensor Parts Group. Now, this group has not done well. It's led by Honeywell. Honeywell makes sensors for just about every piece of technology that you can think of. It has pretty much been flat for the year. Of these other companies, UMAC and ONDS, UMAC had an initial pop due to Donald Trump Jr. being involved in the company, but it has since come back and it has not had a bounce yet. So keep that in mind when you're looking at sensor and parts companies. The next group is drones. The top performers have been Parrot and Volatus Aerospace. Now, both of these companies are European companies, so they do not trade on the notable U.S. stock exchanges, but you can get access to them via the OTC markets under the ticker symbol PAOTF for Parrot and TAKOF for Volatus Aerospace. Both of those companies have done extremely well. The other companies have not done as well, and however, keep in mind, just because a company is currently red and hasn't done as well, it doesn't mean that those companies can't do well in the future. When that area again becomes an area of emphasis, a lot of times the companies that are deepest in the red have the biggest upside. So keep that in mind. The major company, I believe, in the drone space, though, is Red Cat Holdings. Software and AI. This has been led by DroneShield and Palantir. DroneShield has been the top performer. However, it is in that OTC market area. Again, keep in mind for that OTC market area, you tend to have illiquid markets for the most part, so it's sometimes hard to get your money in and out. So keep that in mind. However, in that software AI space, Palantir is by far the leader, and it has been sort of the market darling. Again, there are other companies that have not done as well, but they do have potential upside, potentially in the future. But Palantir is the lead dog in the software AI space. And the last group is the defense and technology space. It is led by Elbit Systems, and in particular, AeroVironment. That particular company has been getting a lot of pressure recently. They have that technology where they have the ability to actually shoot down drones with lasers. So that has kind of gotten a lot of buzz for that AVAV ticker symbol company. So keep that in mind. All the defense technology companies that I have listed here have done very well. There has not been a dog in that space. So keep that in mind if you're looking for more of a steady Eddy in that military and warfare stock space. Hope you like the content. Again, if you like it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.